And we welcome you back here to News First at Noon on the 4th of July. And you may have seen Shannon lamp service that was recently featured in Southern Living magazine all across the country.
That's right. The Lexington business has been family owned and operated since 1956. We're joined by second generation owner David Shannon. Welcome.
Thank you.
And that was great. A great article in Southern Living. Great mention there.
We were delighted, honored to be in Southern Living. That's
Well, you really have such a personal touch, and I guess that comes from being a family business and having that kind of pride, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, my father started a business 51 years ago, and it's still active today. A lot of people ask how my dad is doing.
You told me that he still comes in and works.
He works 2 days a week,
That's great.
and you know that helps. That's part of the family. You know, family business that doesn't have the original family sometimes doesn't mean it's.
Well, you take pride in that way. Certainly, no question about it. Show us some of what you brought in here today.
I'll bring some examples of some of the lamps that we do and some of the services that we offer. On this end is an example of just a minute bucket. If somebody were to bring in any object, but this is one. This shows what one, what you could bring in and what we can do to finish the lamp.
And a nice little touch right
Yeah,
here.
well, we try to do different things. The thermometer on top. We do make our own lampshades, and that's what sets us apart from so many custom lamp shops. Is the fact that we make our own shades. We can design and make up a shade that complements the lamp correctly, because a really good lamp with a really poor shade is a really poor lamp.
Yes.
So,
Well, you have some other examples here, and David, I know it has to be the toughest question you're ever asked. What is the most unusual lamp you ever made?
Well, probably for the Lexington area, several years ago when Kentucky defeated Alabama, I think it was 1997, I believe, when the goalpost came down, and I was at that game with my son, we saw this goalpost coming down, and about 3 weeks later, someone brought in a section that had been sawed in two and said, this is from the Alabama game, and we'd really like to have some way to keep this. So can you do a lamp? So we made a lamp from a section of the goalpost, but we do so many unusual lamps. We are asked quite often to make the mannequin leg lamp, like in the Christmas Story movie. We make lamps out of just about anything someone can bring through our front door.
Well, and you're also now on internet, which means that you've gone international. Has that made a big difference?
It's made a tremendous difference. Several years ago, actually, my son gets credit for this because it was a high school project. He had to make a website, so he did it for his project, and I kind of started looking at it, thinking that it would help local interest.
Well, there's the third generation. Maybe someday you'll just be having to go in a couple days a week, right?
Could be.
Okay.
Well, they're really neat lamps. I love the horses. They're really,
Well,
really
the horses that we make up are made in Ireland. The horses are, and then we design these lamps. These are very, very nice and have been very well received from our customers.
All right, David, thanks for coming.
Thank you very much.
Need to get a weather update in. We'll do that.